What's up, man? I'm running out of outlets. You think that wouldn't be a problem because I have more power strips in my room that I can count? Alright. I got the good computer tonight. Not my crappy school Chromebook. I finally got the good computer. One of the family Dell laptops that is still like 8 years old and a piece of junk by modern standards, but it's miles better than what I'm used to. So I'm going to be browsing random bits of the internet in luxury tonight. Let me get my trusty camera stand, and by camera stand I mean yet another camera. That work? Yeah. Yeah. This looks awkward. An awkward angle. Is there any way to not make this awkward? I don't think there is. There. I can just pull an Emmett and just do one of these. Like, just that. I don't hate it. Come on. Yeah, that'll work. So, I was just watching a Daily Dose of Internet video, and I realized that they have opened up a video submission thing where you can submit your own videos directly to the channel. And I'm trying to figure out which ones, if I should do any, basically. I don't know exactly what, like, I don't know if my kind of content is really worthy of Daily Dose of Internet, like if it's interesting enough for that, because it's so niche. But I might submit a video of like my entire weather radio collection going off. Because I think any of my mini siren videos are not interesting enough unless it's one like where I set off a bunch at once. But even then, I'm not sure. So I'm just scrolling through my Google Drive right now where I have some videos that are like temporary. Like they're temporarily stored on Google Drive and then they're waiting to be uploaded to my hard drive when I somehow get around to it. So, yeah. Here, there is some stuff that you guys haven't seen yet. Some of these videos are not for YouTube, they're just storage, but there is a video. Let's see, here's one. This is a video of my German siren running it before SirenCon, running it in a long test. This is not on YouTube yet, I don't think. German 3-port siren out to this kind of spot. This was before I changed its direction, so it's running in reverse. Or not reverse. Like the way it was designed to spin. Here we go. Here we go. So that's pretty cool. I have a couple other videos from that day. I went to this remote I don't know if I've actually posted any videos of it, but I went to like a remote location that's kind of near my house that I can set sirens off at. And there's nobody within like a half mile anywhere. So it's a good spot for mini sirens because no one hears them, and it's literally out in the middle of nowhere. Here's another piece of content that I haven't shared yet. This was... Hey, Brian. This is I guess this is the handheld shot from when I saw the Century 7 V8 in Elkhart. When does it go off? Here we go. Yep, single phase. What are we doing? Oh, we're just doing whatever. Just screwing around. Right now I'm looking at some unposted videos for my channel and just random stuff I have in my Google Drive. Let's see. Ooh, this is the wide-angle shot from my Niles video. Or no, this is one of the handheld shots that I never posted. Oh, that's the wind down. Yes, tornado sirens. I don't know if you're new here or not, but that's kind of my thing. I love tornado sirens. Okay, unlikely chance of you filming sirens in Kalamazoo because you might have a car show, but you might try to see them if you can film Nile sirens because they test through November. Yeah, I know the third Wednesday is nice because you can see a siren test in the middle of the month. And not a lot of siren tests that are close to me test weekly, but well, that's not true. But like Niles is pretty good because they test twice a month, and then Elkhart, the city of Elkhart now also tests weekly, which is nice. But at some point, I know I did a whole bit on this last stream, but I'd love to go see Goshen's I-Forces at some point. But it's just a bit of a drive for me, so I don't know. Is that your tornado siren, or is it like... Is there a tornado? I have my own that I have made. Like this one, which... This is a really long video, because I went far in the distance. I do have my own really small ones that I've made. At least by comparison. But I also go film the big ones. Do you plan to hopefully film... You do plan to hopefully film more Kalamazoo sirens. Don't want to risk going through the fuzz. Yeah. That's cool. Mini sirens are cool. I actually don't have any simplex pull stations. And that is a huge regret. I want to get a T-bar at some point. What is this that I have open? Oh, it's a daily dose of internet. I can watch that later. All sorts of stuff that I have open. I'll leave this open for later. Leave it open for future me. I can indulge later. Majority of Kalamazoo and Portage, Michigan is 2001s. Mm-hmm. Oh, so here's one I haven't really mentioned this yet. But you're getting a 2001? That's awesome, man. Something that I did not know is that this playlist. I don't know how the heck you pronounce that. Is it Matawan, Michigan? I don't know. They have two EOWS 115s that do daily noon blasts. And I didn't realize how close that was to my lake. So I would love to go see one of these do a noon blast at some point. I think this weekend I am going up to the lake, but I think I'm going to go and still go back to Dowagiac to see their modulator. one of them. But maybe the weekends after that, I will go up to Matawan and hear their both of their siren. Okay, let me read some messages. Gonna get a Thunderbolt. That's sweet. Hate 2001s because they're the only siren in your city. I mean, they are the most common. A lot of people think the STH-10 is the most common siren. I think the 2001 is the most common siren just because I see them everywhere. And, like, anytime a siren's getting replaced, it's almost always going to be a 2001. I do not use Facebook. Perryweather ghosted you, so you don't think you're going to get a Perryweather siren. Big surprise. Should you get an EOWS? I mean, if you can get one, that would be cool. There aren't as many privately owned EOWS sirens out there. I don't think. I know Mitchell has one. And a couple people like the Barrington 6 that got taken to SirenCon last year. That's privately owned. Local sirens are an STH-10A, an OA2, a 5V, and a T128. That's a good mix. Is it the older or the newer Omni Alert, like with the big screen or the small screen? Um, before. Weird, the YouTube moderation is being odd. Heard it a few times. That's cool. Only recorded the 5V though. Alright. Who was it that said... Brian, were you talking about this EOWS? Or was it a different siren? Because I'm gonna probably go... I'm definitely going to record one or both of these. These are two different sirens in the same town. I'm gonna record one of these at some point, and probably the other another some point. Yes, 115. They sound good too. Oh, because there's the refurbished one. It's the north one, and then the unrefurbished. I don't know if this is unrefurbished or if it's just not painted in the south one. Here, let me pull up the Michigan siren map. Maps, master list. Yeah. Michigan. There we go. Only have a hand crank. That's okay. Those are kind of nice because you can control their volume a little better. Centerville, Marcellus, Matawan. Yes, the one by I-94, the refurbished one. This location. Gonna get like 16 PA speakers, mount them on a piece of wood, and hook them all to an amplifier, so it'll be an electronic siren. You know, I actually thought about doing that at one point. I even made a whole fusion model for it. Already. Oh, sweet. I made like a mock-up fusion model. I just downloaded a random PA speaker model that was similar to what I was looking at, and then just modeled like a PVC pipe. The fusion will overload. Anyways, you have a suggestion. Lay it on me while a fusion loads. So this is kind of the southwestern Michigan area. 610 port siren. Charlie is already doing one of those right now, actually. But yeah, I would love to see the. I don't know which one I want to see because the northern one's a little further, but it's the refurbished one. The southern one is unrefurbished. Oh, hold on a second. Sorry, family member. Now it's gonna be next to your window, so there's a warning. You can move it. So okay. see, did Fusion open? It did. I don't update later. Every time I open Fusion, it needs to update. Every single time. This one. This is a mock-up 3D model that I made at one point. So, something like that. I think these are the models of the 65-watt pile PA speakers. Though I would prefer the 100-watt ones, which are actually 50 watts rated continuously. But whenever you buy these PA speakers, they always are the maximum rating, which, like, if you feed it the maximum rating continuously, it'll kill it in seconds. Yeah, YouTube won't let me show half of the. Use the 8-inch 5-core speakers. Like, I accidentally opened 2 tabs. If I go on Amazon, type with one hand, and search PA speaker, you just see what comes up first. Like, these ones. Oh, wait. Need to hold control. Like one of these. I don't use Discord for this channel. Because I would want to get one of these ones. Not pile. Look up 5-core. Okay, give me a sec. PA speaker. Enter. Oh, like one of these ones. Mm-hmm. 250. I gotta be real with you. I don't know. I think the 250 watts might be a false claim. $250 out of just an 8-inch horn. See here, down here it says 25 watts. I think 250 watts is a false claim. I have to be real with you. Let me look in the description. Let me search Control F RMS and see if it 250 watt peak, 25 watt RMS. So yeah, you're only gonna be able to get 25 watts continuously out of this, which is about half of what my megaphone puts out. But if I were shopping, wait, how expensive are these? 31 for 2. Are they? Pair. I would recommend this one. This Q-Work one. It can handle 100 watt peaks, but 50 watts continuously. And you get 4 of these together, and you got yourself 200 watts. Quite powerful. Also way cheaper on eBay when you get the bundles. That makes sense. You have any ideas on where in Kalamazoo for 2027 you can do siren filming at? I can look. I don't know much about Kalamazoo, actually. I'm just going to start clicking around. 2001, 2001. I see what you mean. Most of these are 2001. Some of the... What about this one? Oh yeah, there's the Pfizer Thunderbolt. I see what you mean. You could do like a really far distance shot, I guess. I see what you mean. What about the street view? I guess you could use this parking lot. Is the street view available? Portage Road? I don't know. Here, view in Google Maps. If I do street view here... That's a lot of cars. Whoa! There you go. There's your Thunderbolt. I'm sure you could probably see it from the parking lot. Or if you just, like, pulled over and filmed it from the sidewalk or something. You can do that. You just have to use a really good... You'd have to have a really good camera zoom if you wanted to film that. It's a little far from where I want. That's probably a 45-minute drive from my lake, which is kind of in the southwestern Michigan area. So, I don't know. Something funny, lay it on me. But yeah, if you're gonna build a siren with PA speakers, I recommend these ones. Going back to that, whoa. Some of these other ones, they are... Like, this is a little bit less expensive, but it's like half the wattage. And it's about the same size. Like, this one is a 9 inches across, I believe. The other ones are 8 inch. But they have much lower RMS wattages. If you ever want to build a siren, get an amplifier that drives it at the RMS wattage, not the peak wattage. 65, yeah, but they always advertise it with the peak wattage. So anyways, there you go. Close all these tabs. Let's see. St. Joe did tornado siren upgrades 2 years ago, but some are still broken. Yeah. What about speaker drivers? What speaker drivers do you suggest? I actually have no clue about speaker drivers because I don't normally... Well, it depends on entirely... Oh, like, speaker drivers to, like, screw into an Atlas horn. Like... like something that would go into one of these. I mean, Atlas makes dedicated speaker drivers that go in these, but it has a standardized thread. A 1 3/8 18 is the thread size. So you could just find any speaker driver that fits this. Atlas makes dedicated... Well, okay, but like a single horn is $350 brand new. So, you know... But I think Atlas makes dedicated drivers for these. Might be under specifications. Data sheet? No. See, like under here they have advertised driver that'll work for it. But I'm sure you could just search up a speaker. You could just find a speaker driver that has like a... Normally, when these are hooked up in big sirens, like a Whelen WS2000 or something, they use 100-watt drivers per horn. I think that's pretty much the standard. Let me... So another thing I did that I have not showed yet is I made a... It's under sheets. I made a huge table of a bajillion siren models. These are all electronic ones. Like, these are like every electronic siren I can think of. And then I organized them... Well, they're organized by, like, manufacturer and manufacture date. But then I made a table that has the wattage of the drivers that the siren uses, drivers per horn/cell, because some of them have Atlas horns, some of them have speaker cells, and the corresponding wattage, depending on the drivers, per horn or cell, because some have 1, some have 2 or more. And then for sirens that use those Atlas horns or some other directional array, the horns in any particular direction, like whether it has 4 horns pointing in 4 directions or 8 horns, etc. And then the corresponding drivers and wattage, and then the total number of horn cells, drivers, wattage, and blah blah blah. There's just this huge table, like, talking about that, like, I just did a bunch of research and stuck it all onto one table for like a bajillion different electronic sirens. And that was a lot of talking, but the point I'm trying to make is that most of the sirens that use Atlas horns, like the WS1000, the WS2000. They use 100-watt speaker drivers and one driver per horn. And that gets you, well, I don't know how accurate these decibel ratings are, but let's see. If I go down to an ACA AL1000, so it's one 100-watt driver per horn, which gets you 108 decibels at 100 feet with one 100-watt driver per horn. And it would be less for smaller drivers. But for drivers that go into Atlas horns like that, 100 watts is about the biggest you'll find for individual drivers. And like I said, they just have the standardized 1 3/8 by 18 thread. It says equipped with standard 1 3/8 by 18 male threads for use with compression driver units. So if you want drivers, search for that specification. That was a lot of talking. So many tabs. So many tabs. I also made this cursed looking table that has every port ratio. Just every single port ratio up to 24/24. So that kind of makes my eyes hurt. But I have it color coded by what musical interval the port ratio makes. So all of the like what number over itself is a unison. Bright red is all the octaves, so 2 4 3 6 4 8 5 10 blah blah blah. And then perfect fifths, so 2 3 4 6 6 9 8 12 10 15 12 18 and 16 24. 16 24 would be a ridiculous sounding siren. And then perfect fourths, which are in blue and not very readable. And then major third, minor third. And then below this we get into the weird ones. So a major sixth, which would be like 610. 610 port is a major sixth. And then a minor sixth, which is like a D cot. So like 1016 over here in pink. And then our couple weird ones. Dark grays, minor seconds. So 7 8 and 8 9. Just a sec. I'm just gonna finish this spiel real quick. So 8 9 is like a perfect minor second, and then 7 8 is like a harmonic minor second. And then septimal minor third, which is a weird one. It's just 7 6 port or 12 14. And then some other interesting ones. 7 9 7 10, 11 9, 3 11, 11 13, blah blah blah. I forgot there's more, but I didn't label them. Okay, go to Marmot Fire Department on Google Maps. All right. Typing while holding a phone. What is this? All right, where is this? Street View. All right, what do we got? Nice. So Thunderbolt and 2001 SRN. I think there was a closer street view. Here we go. Blocked by the building. Okay, so it's a 2001 DC, or, well, it's an SRN, but, you know, DC, SRN, second gen, blah, 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 and classic Thunderbolt. That is cool. Is that a B series? Hold on, let me move over. Does it have the offset rotator? I can't tell. That might just be a C series. Should I buy the Atlas APC30T? Let me look it up. APC, don't mind my typing. 30T. What? Interesting. $30, 2570, 100-volt transformer. That's really expensive. That's really expensive. Unless you're getting it on like eBay or something. Oh, eBay for 20 bucks. Yeah, I keep forgetting eBay exists. I mean, if you want to, I'm not gonna stop you, but I would like I bought that Pile megaphone, the black megaphone. I bought that one because it was like the loudest and like it was easy because it's got a built-in amplifier. You just feed it audio and it's just loud right out of the box. Like it just works, and it's got it's battery powered, and the batteries in it last forever. And it's not that expensive for a 50-watt megaphone. Let me look it up on Amazon. Hold on. Let me actually type a little bit quicker now. Here we go. I don't know if this is the exact model. Here we go. $45 for a $45 for a 50-watt speaker, like a 50-watt reentrant horn speaker, just like the PA speakers, but it's just in megaphone form, and it's got the aux jack, a built-in amplifier, and it's got a PA mic, detachable PA mic, as in detachable from the like the handheld mic part itself comes off of the megaphone. It's corded though, and the cord is permanently attached, but it clips on the back. Like, this is what I have, and I think it's probably the best for your money because it's an amplifier. It's the speaker, or it's the horn, the driver, and the amplifier all in one unit. And then I just built a custom base that holds the handle and sits it up on its own so it's not leaning over. So that's why I bought this. And it says it can go up to 1,700 yards. Well, it says square yards, but it also says 1,700 yards range. And that is true, I think. What's that in feet? 17 times 3, right? 17. 50, yeah. So basically up to a mile. I have confirmed this siren, or this megaphone, can project a mile. In fact, I've actually heard it from 2 miles away in perfect conditions, which was insane. So yeah, I recommend these. If you want a good electronic siren, you just put tones in it and it just works. Like, you don't have to buy an amplifier or anything. As long as you are fine with either holding it, making a base for it, or having it sit awkwardly on its side. That's why I got it. There was it, I think it was Charlie Davidson, though, who did make a speaker, like a PA speaker siren, using the, like the 100-watt advertised ones that are actually 50-watt. It's in some of his very early videos. Not those ones. Wrong, other channel. Fire alarms. Fire alarms was one of them. This video, or let me see if I can find a better quality video. I don't know if there is one, but like this kind of setup, and that's using those Q-Work speakers that I showed on Amazon a couple minutes ago. The Atlas speaker is 2575 watt. All right. You know what? You get what you want to get. I'm not. I mean, I can make recommendations, but you get what you want. But yeah, this was pretty cool. So these are, each of these horns is 50 watts, and then he's got 4 of them to make it omnidirectional, or an omnidirectional array at least. It's not properly omnidirectional because it's 4 directional speakers. And he does have some videos of it. It's pretty loud. Yeah, love the old Charlie Davidson videos. It's supposed to be pretty loud. Yeah. 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 Actually, properly sit up. I mean, no, not really. I wouldn't break my bed by leaning back on it too much. Break my headboard. Some of these YouTube recommendations are ridiculous. Pretty big. The content moderation in this stream is ridiculous. Weird. I have moderation turned off, but it's still moderating it. It's being odd. Just looking through my subscription feed, seeing if there's anything interesting. I love the video that Jared put out recently of his 1/3 scale compression drivers. Those are so teeny and they are so cute. I love them. I have some interesting videos in my subscriptions. I was at SirenCon. I tried to meet people, but there were a lot of people who came up to me, and I was kind of overwhelmed. There were a lot of faces, and I knew a lot of names and not a lot of faces. So it was kind of weird. Being like, oh, that's who you are. Like, to everybody. Yeah, I recognized people, but like the only people I recognized were like people who were on the staff, like Holly, and I don't even know if Mitchell was there. Like Holly and Josh, and who else? See, I was like and Drew. But like those are people who are on the staff who you can't just go talk to. Like I was talking to Idan and I didn't know that it was Idan, like him playing on the melodica. I didn't I didn't know that. I didn't know that he was I didn't know he was Idan, which was just kind of embarrassing in retrospect. But here, you know what? Since we're talking about SirenCon, do you guys want to see some of my SirenCon videos that I filmed? That I still haven't even tried editing yet. I have 83 behind the scenes videos, like clips for a behind the scenes video. 83. And that's just the behind the scenes. My camera work for the main shot, for like the actual siren filming, was a disaster. So I really need to rethink strategy. So these are all of the main shots. I got almost everything, I think. Oh, you're up on the hill. Okay, I was buried in the back of the crowd. So next year I'm either gonna go up on the hill, which I seriously might do. I'll either go up on the hill or I will get there super, super, super early, like right when it opens, so I can get seats right at the front. Again, it was my first year going last year, so I was kind of figuring it out as I went. I did get a solid portion of the mini sirens on video as well, and then the two of the Model 2s, 3000, the 5B, the 6000R. The problem is being buried in the back of the crowd. Like I was filming over people or through people. Like I was filming like in between people, which made it super hard. So my videos are actually really bad. That's why I'm reluctant to even edit or post these, because they all are really bad and there are so much more better ones out there that people could watch. Now the bad news is I might not be going to SirenCon 2027 because my family wants to plan a bunch of graduation stuff that weekend. I don't think... Did they even announce when it is yet? I hope it's in June. SirenCon.com. So this has not really been updated. Registration is closed. Yeah, everything's closed. Yeah, this is still... Yeah. This is still from last year. I hope they update the picture. This is from 2025, I think. It says 2027 is in the works. Okay. Here, you know what? How about we watch some BTS videos? We don't need to watch any of the driving up, because it's just a bunch of... Alright, here. Me playing with the Ultra Voice.
Alright, check this out. We got an Ultra Voice on display here, and they just let you play with it. The drone's flying. It's not just gonna fly high. See it? I'm just gonna show them it. Don't worry, I'm not gonna fly this going.
This was the day before.
Let's do chimes.
You can barely hear it in the video. The amplifiers are pretty quiet. Some videos of... I'm just gonna go down the line, looking at the big sirens.
A lot of people are looking at the mini sirens. I'll come back to those in a minute, but I'm gonna look at the big ones first. So, all of these, right? P15, RM130, those are both smaller than I thought they were. Of course, the 16V1T, or it's a 15V2T, is huge. Surprise, surprise. Holly. There's the reproduction Mark 1 Hurricane. We actually got 4 Thunderbolts this year. There's the 1000T, 1003. I don't know what that one is.
It was a 1000T.
Is that a 6M? And then there's a 1000T over there for display. That one's not going. And people are screwing with the mini sirens, of course. I'll be back. Got Rolling Meadows back there.
It's not Rolling Meadows.
And then behind it is a white alerter, which is covered by the Bobcat. And then
Frankie's
Holly's
alerter.
Screamer, and I don't know whose Banshee that is. I have not seen a yellow PN20 before. That's a new one. Oh, I think it's actually 7.9 port.
I guessed correctly. I don't know. I can't make this claim for sure, but I think I might have been the only person to guess that the Cyra, or that the Cyrodrone was 7.9 port, because I knew that I had seen noise video from 2 years beforehand, like New Year's 2 years beforehand, and I remember hearing that and thinking it was awesome because it was a 7.9 port HOR siren. So I was totally guessing that that was what it was.
Pretty sure if that's the one that I think it is, the one from what, Warning Sirens. Yeah, if that's the one from Warning Sirens and Michiana's like New Year video from a couple of years ago, that one in that particular video was 7.9 port. That's yeah. So it's either 7.9 or 7.10. We'll have to see tomorrow. But I'm excited to see that one.
Oh. I don't know if I'm sorry if I said that and I was like in a really dismissing tone. There were so many people. I didn't mean to be rude if I was by accident, so I'm sorry.
The Darley Champion is smaller than I thought. Yeah. It is. Well, okay, most of these are smaller than I thought. This is a little pedal curve right there. Oh, yeah.
Who am I talking to? Hold on. Was that Tyler Davis that I was talking to? See, I didn't know that was Tyler Davis either. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Is that a Type Mach 1? That's so cool.
It's a Type Mach 2.
And then, of course, the, what else was I going to say? Oh, of course, there's Dan's 3000 over there.
Rest in peace, Rotator.
That's all there really is with this. I think the Eric siren is under the black tarp.
It was.
So, can't wait to see these all go off tomorrow.
Alright, next clip. It's basically just the unofficial BTS from SirenCon. So this is looking over the huge pile of mini sirens that gathered over on the, I'm just going to say the left side of the camp, facing the parking lot.
Here's all the mini sirens. Battery bank, 790, Model A.
Hold on a second. Another family member walked in on me, but that's okay.
I think that is that a mini Gretinger, Iowa?
That was Edon's that he was working on. It was scraping.
Yeah, this one.
How do you code it?
It's not coded. I think that's... Is that a Jared's model?
No.
Oh, is it 812?
Yeah, I think it's... no, it's 812.
I think they were celebrating in the back because they got a mini siren unseized.
Okay. What's the undertone? Is it 4?
It's 3.
Oh, 3. Oh, then it's 912.
Oh, that's $8.
Is it?
Yeah.
Edon made a Banshee?
That's the SD10. Oh! This sounds like really big on it.
That's an SD10.
Yeah, that one's mine.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I do it? Wait,
Sure.
it's with the spin. You said move.
Do it clockwise. Yeah, that way.
Let me look up one up mine.
Hello?
People playing with the German siren. Okay. I let a lot of people play with this last year. And that's not the reason that it broke specifically. But I also didn't bring supplies to fix it. because again, first year at SirenCon, I'm new to this. Next time I go to SirenCon, whenever that is, I'm gonna bring it again, and I'm gonna save the hand spinning and stuff until the evening or like after I sound it. Then I'll let people play with it after it's sounded, because it's kind of fragile. So, oops.
You want me to do it? I can do it pretty fast. All right, so here we go. It's so fun. It's so fun.
Should bring some PA speakers and mess around with them, lol. They do have a strict policy that you're not allowed to sound sirens full. Like you're just not allowed to sound your sirens the night before. Of course, some people ignored that, but I did. So we all hand spun the German siren, and then I did a very quiet EOWS, like a Cyratone chime, on my megaphone, but I had it like at minimum volume, and everyone was like, "Turn it up," and I said, "No, they don't want us to sound them. I can't."
I don't know. Who is everybody? Who is everybody? Yay! Hi, I'm James.
Who is everybody?
Nice to meet you. A couple new mini sirens since the last time I was over here, a couple minutes ago. I love the Fidel code. I actually don't know. I love the Fidel code wearing a hat. That's peak siren con right there. Yeah.
Oh, the grown tubes. Kansas City sirens.
Modified 490, 6.8, right? Okay. And then a Fidel code.
These batteries are so dead. Oh my god. Put them in a parallel. I am.
Does this use a DC motor? Or okay.
It's just.
Okay, I thought it used a Samsung.
Oh no. It is a base on.
Oh wow.
Want to go meet on Sanders?
In a minute.
Not on.
Type marque, Model 2 in the back. And then what do we got back here? Some controllers. And a bunch of real
Except
small
for
things.
those three, but that helmet is mine. All these, and that Model 2. This Model 2 is my favorite because it's very... That is mine.
Oh yeah, the
What
black
color
one
was it when
painted
it was
white.
printed? I could tell it's been painted white, but I'll say painted white. That's
I
awesome.
didn't have white film at the time.
Oh, okay. I mean, hey, the paint job's pretty good. Gives it
It looks weathered. It looks
It looks weathered. There you go.
I know. That's kind of what I really liked about it.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's cool.
I gotta organize all my... Pretty much all my sirens here are for show, except for like the 2001.
So most of these are yours. The horn. That. The one night.
Oh, grand finale siren. Oh yeah,
MS 190.
That's going here. I like that.
Yes, the grand finale, the MS 190.
That 290 is a lot bigger than I thought it used to be. I thought it was.
I feel one of those sounds.
It's mom.
The fact that I never realized, like, I'm pretty sure those are. I don't know if that's the 3D Engineer's model or if that's a Snow Cube. I think it's the 3D Engineer's model next to a 290. They are not very big next to a 290, but that's because the 290 is bigger than I thought. Not that these are smaller than I thought.
Speeders in here?
He's not coming.
Oh yeah.
Considering next year
Okay.
on the future.
That's right. Yeah, I thought he was because I saw his models. All right. Yep.
R.I.P. All
All right. Pretty cool.
Yeah. That was basically a good summary of the evening. It was mostly just looking around at other people's stuff. Here is what I was talking about where they set some stuff off the night beforehand, and this was one of the mini alerters that they set off briefly. Maybe.
That is so cool, man.
I haven't seen Sanders yet.
It's alive.
Wait,
We're turning it off. All right.
Yeah, they got in trouble. Like they got the they got some attention. Oh, this is gathering for Tom's service, and then this is looking over the big sirens with the generator.
This is insane. That is a cool view. 3000 Century Model 5 HOR. I didn't know that was there. Banshee Thunderbolt P10 Darley. I think that's the Eric underneath. Model 2 Fidel Code RM130 P15. What a lineup.
And then more people and more mini sirens.
Alright, what's going on? What are we doing?
We're being symmetric.
These guys.
These guys.
A lot of people seem like the 3-4 siren.
Got woken up because a friend a few rooms away from me alert tested like 3 EAR-10s in the hallway. Dang, man. What, okay, well now I have questions. What time of day was this and what floor were you on? Because I did not hear that, but, dang, man, that's tough.
Guys, like, please watch it. 5 to 10 minutes.
Ouch.
I'm gonna, like, see what's going on.
Wait, you could test this.
Oh, floor 3? I was on floor 4.
120.
Yeah.
No wonder I didn't hear it.
I want to double check that this is fine. Let's see, which one?
No!
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
You got a plug?
What?
You got a plug?
I brought my own little battery pack for it.
Oh, you should test it.
I'm not gonna. They don't want us to sound sirens right now.
Wait, is that the same screamer for 2023?
It was, in fact, the same screamer from 2023. Oh, yes, even more mini sirens. I'm just gonna keep watching these.
That's right here, grand finale 190. Here we are.
I know.
It's gonna be the best grand finale.
It's gonna be the best grand finale.
The best grand finale that's ever been done in Siren Enthusiast history. Fantastic.
I have a mini siren.
That's a great idea. Then that is a fantastic idea. I love it.
Well, that thing go. That thing go. I mean, I'm gonna. I just gotta do one.
That one's a klaxon horn.
Okay. That thing go. How about we?
There you go. Glad you got to see it. Oh, sorry, I was talking to you.
I got to see you. Hey, the one and only thing.
You took the fan out.
There's like these.
I saw that in the video.
I did. Yeah, so
I'm updated. I have no information.
that's true. I thought about bringing guys, it's a toilet. I thought about bringing I made Jared's mini Model 2, but it's not done yet, so.
It's still not done yet.
That Jerry quit. Jerry.
It's still not done yet.
Jared, yeah. Well, I mean, he's happier now, so I just care for his well-being.
Wait, is it faster doing the middle or the side?
It worked. I'm not sure I want people to touch it.
Oh!
There were so many people hand spinning it.
It's not too hard. Hold on a sec.
Me showing someone how to wire it. This is me looking at some of the booths. Oh, we'll watch this one. Oh, full
It's getting
screen.
later in the evening. I'm still walking around and checking some stuff out. They got this mini 3T22 put together for the most part. Cleaning house sale, okay. Mini 3T.
Cleaning house sale.
Or yeah, it's a 3T.
Wait, is that seat for sale? Yes, they're like $150 though. They've been sold. How much is this? Is not for sale though.
So this one,
I think that's the... I think those panels went with the Thunderbolt that was on display next to the booth.
it's an ARCH, and then this one.
Hey, Teddy, look what I found. AR timer. Are they for sale?
Look what I found,
I don't
AR
know.
timer. That's great. That's funny.
And then here's the 1000T over here.
With a
When I
black
first saw
screen,
this,
I've
it was
never
a lot
seen
smaller
that.
than I thought it was going to be, but now that I'm like looking at it a second time, it's a lot. It's about as big as I thought it was. Like I'm not gonna touch it, but like if I put my hand into it, yeah. The chopper cap's probably, I don't know how many inches across it is. Check out the booth over here. There's the blower for it. Is there a blower in there, or is it just a case? Is there a blower in this? There is not.
There is not.
Let me see my name. Oh.
Messing with the...
So these are 2001 controls, right? I think that's what they are, yeah.
Are you guys getting bored watching me watch this? I don't know. There's not much else to see in this particular video anyways. Oh, here we go. Here's the Don playing the melodica. We have to watch this.
Oh yeah, here you go, sorry. Didn't mean to take it. Oh yeah. Yamaha Music Center. Very nice. Oh jeez. Oh, of course.
I think no one can take a melodica seriously.
Okay,
This
it's the day of.
is mini songs
Okay.
the day of.
Okay. It's all set up here. And a lot of people brought a lot more stuff this year. A full-size macro burst. Do you know what port ratio this is? 8.8. Okay. A lot more Federal Signal sirens back there. Okay.
Whose hand crank
That's
is
pretty
it?
awesome.
I'm gonna move it here.
I'm not sure. That's a large STL. Let's see, what else do we got? Mini Screamer. Is that an Adon Screamer?
Yes.
Sweet, man. A 390.
Oh, I love that green.
Mini Alerter. Couple sirens. These were here all last night. That's new.
Security.
Model P. Is that a PL or a PD? I'm not sure. What else we got? This 40V2T that I saw on the way into the hotel. That's awesome. Newer Model A. This is some of Adon's stuff actually. That's Adon's Banshee, I think.
It's an SD10.
BSP's tent.
Oh yes,
Bunch of new stuff. Newer Model A.
What the?
This is some.
Broken solar panels tent. Go back to it.
The Mini Bosaimu Sent's a lot larger than I thought it was.
This is the second version.
Oh, okay. So of course these are all YouTube famous sirens. What is this? These two sirens are display only, will not sound. Good to know. Blitz and the Screecher. Mini Greendale.
So I was actually standing next to BSP when he was struggling to sound off the Blitz. I think it was. Because it drew too much current and overloaded the generator. So I was actually up there getting ready to sound, I think it was the megaphone, I think. So I was like up close. I was like, wow, I get to see this. That's awesome.
Hodag Hurricane, that's fantastic.
I just thought that would be the name.
That's great. Of course. And then the Mini 5000.
Who knows if they're actually going to bring the one from Oslo?
That's what I hope. I mean, it's on the shirt.
I mean, yeah, they got the entire electronic series. We also got the wasn't Thunderbird.
That's true. Let's go over here. Sorry. Here's another table of mini sirens. These are some pre-made mini sirens. So we got an MS590, a 390, alarm bell, a 190.
Very cool.
And then a bunch of speakers, a 290, another 190.
Brought my own.
Nice, a klaxon.
Yes, I also have a klaxon. I also have this.
Well, this is all going in the BTS.
They're not gonna sound.
Oh wait, none of these are?
The DCs will sound and the ACs won't.
Okay. Let's see, got a red hand crank. There's a lot of stuff back here.
Knew nobody was scared. Yeah, I I felt the same way, but I mean, only people you were talking to were Neo and this guy whose channel is like oof or something. Yeah, I ended up just like I didn't know anybody, but like I knew that we had sirens in common, so I was able to chat about sirens, and I mostly just asked like, hey, whose siren is this? You know what? Like ask details because I was curious. Like just ask questions to start up conversations. So the fact that I ended up just going through like going across everything and asking questions and then not keeping those conversations, that was probably a little rude on my part. So but yeah, just going and looking around.
What's this? Like, out of genuine curiosity, what is this? What is that? Yeah, I have never seen this before. Military ambulance siren. That's awesome.
You should go check out the guy with the police sirens over there.
Yeah, I'll go around. I'm making my way around. I got some stuff back here. Got a queue. Is that a full-scale hurricane core? That's awesome. Traffic light, control panels.
I actually don't know who made that full scale hurricane core. I know it wasn't Jared's because he didn't come, but I don't know.
They're pulling the FSK over there. Here's Charlie's booth. Hey. Banshee, Model L, the giant P50. I'm so excited to hear this one, man. It's gonna be awesome. And we got more stuff over here. The Mini Fidel code, Model A from last night. Oh, that's an awesome Mini Thunderbolt. Oh yeah, Tyler Davis's bolt. And the full-scale Mark I chopper. And then go around the rest of the stuff.
I still didn't know who Tyler Davis was.
These booths here, selling some merch, selling some control panels. It's a nice ARCH. Selling mini sirens, like printed ones for like ornaments, I believe.
Good night, man. Hope you feel better.
Check these out.
So me and my family did, or at least me and my dad, we did come to SirenCon expecting there'd be a lot more to buy. There was really just either siren parts or siren parts or just mini 3D printed sirens like these, which I didn't really want either of. So that's why I still had birthday money left over like 3 months later. But kind of cool. To answer the question, my favorite siren's probably... I gotta go with the Thunderbolt 1003. Like, they deserve the love. I'm just gonna say that. They're cool. They're cool for a reason.
Those are really cool. And then just the sea of people everywhere. And if I can find a good spot, I'll show you guys the full-size sirens. Someone's got a mini Model 7 over here. That's super cool. There's actually 4. There's a P15 over there, a P10, an RM130, which you know it's an RM130, and then there's a PN20. So we're gonna hear if they bring a P50 this time, then we're gonna hear every single model of Penetrator in one event.
Okay, I'm not gonna say I was disappointed that they didn't bring a P50, but I expect them to do it again because Holly said in some either comment section or message that another P50 is not out of the question. Which at this point is basically saying we'll do it at some point. So I'm hoping they bring another P50. Maybe in 2027, we'll see.
Well, also hopefully they bring one that works. Oh, they're doing the Mini Hurricane.
So this was my camera. That was someone who printed Jared's model and then used mini traffic cones for horns. And then they used a blower. They like put a valve on the intake, like on the blower pipe, so they could coat it, which was pretty cool.
That's
Didn't realize Demetrius and Toby were there,
incredible.
like in that shot.
Is this with or without blower? That's a dumb question. Probably without blower.
It was, in fact, with the blower.
That's so cool, man. Oh, it's got eyes.
Favorite tone on the modulator? Probably the whale. This might be a hot take, but I think steady is overrated on electronic federal signal sirens. I think steady is an overrated tone. I love the whale better.
Incredible, man. Excuse me, I'm gonna walk around here. Thank you. We got a couple more mini sirens back here. Excuse me. Got a ton of mini sirens back here.
There was a lot more than I thought.
So, Century Mount, Mini Model M. I think that's Demetrius's 3T. Mini Thunderbolt. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of stuff. Featuring Wheelock NS, because of course, why not? The Mini Thunderbeam. The Eller Trader, of course.
Eller Trader.
Oh guys, this is a lot.
Didn't realize that was, who am I thinking of? I know who that is, but I can't think of the channel name.
This is so fun
That's
already.
okay.
And we haven't even started yet.
This was, SirenCon in Rhinelander, Wisconsin. This was SirenCon 2026. More 2001 controls, more Ultra Voice, more of Charlie's Tent. Even more people in mini sirens, featuring the 3T22 XL and the quad tone Banshee, or quad tone Super Banshee thing. I'm just gonna skip through these. More mini sirens. This was in line when Charlie's P50 was pulling up. Excuse me.
Presenting the best mini siren of the whole con. It goes to you.
As we bring our sirens into rotation, so feel free to introduce yourself, your siren, anything special about it, and maybe what signal you're going to sound in the zone.
That is incredible.
So this was right as they were getting ready to sound off Demetrius's. Yep, Demetrius's alerter. Oh. IDK, if I'm able to go to the siren you're going to in August, my mom said she. Interesting. I don't know how to respond to that. I wasn't planning on it. If she wants to see who she's going to be meeting, hi, this is me. I'm a normal person. I'm a very normal person. This is Charlie's Mini P50 sounding, but it's my POV. Well, I'm sorry if you won't be able to make it. I did visit the spot I was planning on filming from the other day, so I'm still gonna go there because it's an awesome shot. But we'll see if we end up meeting up or not. Of course, my mic basically only picks up me and not the rest of the crowd, so I sound super loud. I think maybe next year I won't narrate so much. And this is one of the mini cyclones, one of the Adon ones. Yes, I do go to church, if that helps. One of the mini Fidel codes. I go to River Valley. So this is one of the, that's not, this one is not, whatever, that's not a Don 7T, that is a, what is that? That is a, I don't remember what 7T is that. Is that Jared's 7T? That might be Jared's 7T that someone printed. This one is a Don 7T.
Here's the Don 17.
What? Only doing one. You need another person.
Sorry.
There it is. Mm-hmm. All right. Have a good night. Is there really anything that's... The rest of this is just BTS that is just subpart BTS anyways. Of like the actual siren soundings, which everyone has seen already. So... yeah. I'm just gonna flip this around and just start perusing the internet. See what there is to see. What time is it? 11 a.m. Alright. Oh, I did discover, seen the ACA P50 explode at SirenCon. Not in person. I was not there in 2024. That's when it was, 2024. I wasn't there 2 years ago. 2026, this most recent SirenCon was my first one. So I only recently found out about Siren OSC, the electromechanical siren synthesizer by Aphid AKS. I guess that's how you pronounce his name. Really cool siren simulator. just do it. Any local tornado events in our county? My county had a tornado warning a few days ago during some severe weather that came through. Sirens did go off, but it was the warning was like right on the corner of like 4 counties, and so it was like just barely clipping every single one of them. And so it was like the opposite corner of my county, but they sounded off the entire county's sirens anyways. I wonder if I can do. Sorry, that's like siren. Oh, those. No, not really. Northern Indiana doesn't really have much siren, like. Yeah, we don't really have any big siren events. I had the thought of doing a siren meetup at one point. But I don't really know how I'd put that together because the only communication I have for people outside of YouTube is via email, which is not very good for stuff like organizing a meetup. So I made a preset for the siren. Why did I download that? I made a preset that makes it sound like a 2001, so I'm going to import that and start screwing around. So this preset that I just imported is this is based off of my local siren, and if I hit the attack signal, it actually runs the custom fast whale that they used to use. So that's pretty cool. You can still hear that signal. Just the break. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I made this rotational too. Oh, I didn't. Let me fix that. So, directional DB126, 2.5 RPM, distance 0.75 miles. Let's try that. So this is with rotation. I'll go closer, 0.5. Yeah. Why we can't just replace the SRNs with modulators? I mean, from the county standpoint, there's no reason to. Like, they just work. Like, sure, 2001 SRNs are boring because they're everywhere, but they do their job. That's the whole point. They're not designed to be interesting. We just find sirens interesting sometimes, but they don't. There's no need to spend millions of dollars to replace every siren with a modulator if the 2001s work just fine. Let's see. I also made a preset for a Sterling, and I made the break timed properly. So it will sound like a coded Model M. Ooh. How's it sound? There we go. Yes, they do sound loud through hearing protection. Not like enough to deafen you, but like some of them will shake your chest when they point at you. Like loud enough to the point where you can't stand not wearing hearing protection. And they also say at the event hearing protection is required. What about a Model 5 BT? The windup is too... There we go. The Thunderbolts in... If you're talking about Elkhart County, the Thunderbolts in Elkhart County have all been replaced. I'm pretty sure the one on East Bristol Street and Dotson Street? The one at the CVS. I think that one was actually still working when it got removed, which really upsets me. The other one did not. Yes, Yelp. Just using the brake function to make it go quiet, but you can do. This is designed to be a Model 5 BT, not an ACA siren. I guess there's not really a difference because you can't program directionality into these rotors. But I designed it to have a single phase wind up, like exponential. But yeah, you could. I could make it. I guess I could. I can make it sound like an alerter. An alerter, I guess, if I set it to that. change the wind up to set it to like 7, no, like 5 seconds. 7 seconds. Here's your Yelp signal. There you go. Do Yelp on a Samsung. Can you do Yelp on a Samsung? I know that, what was it? Who was it? Who was the dude who's currently working on a coded Model M that uses a Samsung? Yeah, without a brake. Uh-huh. Yeah, well, because the coded Model M uses a brake, but the... Okay, here's where I'm confused about Yelp on a Samsung. The way that they achieve Yelp on the alerters is it's a 3-phase motor, and then it briefly switches to the phases and reverse wires the motor, and briefly runs the motor in reverse as like an electronic brake. At least that's what I've heard. So either that, or they like do the thing where you connect 2 phases and then you get like magnetic braking. I don't know how you do that on a Samsung because it's a single phase capacitor start motor. And I don't know how to get a Samsung to run in reverse. I've tried flipping the capacitor polarity and it doesn't do anything on mine. So I don't know. Yeah, I've actually recorded the replacement for the CVS Thunderbolt. I posted on my channel. I don't know if you saw it. The T128 that replaced it, I actually recorded it going off for a test a couple weeks ago, I think. Yeah, it's called Lenz's law. Is the like if you search up Lenz's law, it's the same effect. I'm familiar. So would you just be shorting the phases, like shorting the connections together? It's not a bad, like of the motor. That's not a bad idea if it would work. Though the capacitor being wired in there might mess some stuff up. Okay, well, here's what I'm not so sure about. Oh no, no, I think that would work. You put these. Is that what you've been? Oh, I know why. I know what you. Yeah, putting because it's an AC motor, putting DC across it will just cause it to spin to a location and stop because it is being only one of the 2 poles is being attracted, and the polarity is not constantly flipping, so it's not rotate. It can't create a rotating magnetic field for the rotor in the motor, like the motor's rotor to chase. So it creates a static magnetic field, so it just gets locked in place. I think if you did want to use magnetic braking on a Samsung, you could just... I only have one motor and it's used in the iron right now, but if I had another, I would experiment with connecting no magnets in the rotor. That's true. Yeah, it's not a permanent magnet motor. Good point. Yeah, because it's an induction motor. even still, I think if you... So does that mean that shorting the... Just the eddy currents? Okay. So does that mean that shorting both motor connections won't do anything because the rotor in itself can't generate eddy currents because it's just like a chunk of metal? It's just like a squirrel cage um, rotor. Okay. So yeah, putting 48 volts across the motor isn't technically magnetic braking because it's just causing the magnetic field in the motor to be stationary instead of rotating, which makes the rotor stationary. Magnetic braking would be like on a three-phase motor. If you connect two of the phases to each other, um, then it creates magnetic braking because the rotation of the rotor induces a magnetic field in the windings, which then, or the road. It's hard to explain. I understand the concept, but putting it into words is actually kind of difficult. Right? The rotation of the rotor inside the motor creates a magnetic field, which induces currents in the windings, which create their own magnetic field that opposes the rotation of the rotor in the motor, which slows it down. Yeah. Physics is hard. Physics is hard. Yeah. I would have taken physics 2 this year in school, actually, if I had availability for it. I do not, which makes me sad because I'm going to have to take it in college. I wanted to take it in high school, so I knew how to do it. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I guess a BLDC motor. That's the example that I've seen. I was in a manufacturing class when one of the teachers showed me that they had a BL. I think it was a BLDC motor, but I'm pretty sure a BLDC motor when you turn not the ESC as an electronic speed controller. This if you use a BLDC motor as a generator, it will output three phase. I'm pretty sure. I think Electroboom did that with when he was talking about three phase. He used two BLDC motors connected together. One was a drive motor, one was a generator, and it outputted three phase AC. So the fact that it outputs three phase and you connect it together means it's like feeding three phase from one line into the next. So I would assume it would work with a three phase motor too. I would assume. But I don't remember. I suppose you've done that. Mm-hmm. I suppose I could look up. I can fix my posture a little bit. I suppose I could the videos that they released after SirenCon of the Yelp Alerter 2025. This is what I meant, SirenCon 2025. Videos of the Yelp Alerter, like the testing it before SirenCon, and see if they specify how it's wired there. Let's see. This is the ConDB19 video. So I'm gonna flip this around. Let's see. Motor starter was custom built to run the signal. Quite pleased with how well it works. The video was longer, but my camera ran out of battery. Right. Yeah, it doesn't specify. They do switch two of the phases. So for the Yelp alerter, they run the motor temporarily in reverse, but then magnetic braking by connecting two of the phases together is possible, but it's not what they do with this siren. Am I understanding that correctly? It's also this video. No, it's not possible. Oh yeah, I could see they do run it in reverse. Oh right, again, no magnets. That's correct. That's true. I could see. Oh, my AC just shut off. I could just see the siren briefly switch directions and it's rotating, so that confirms it. I guess it does briefly run in reverse, as if it needed confirming. But just point that out. So there you go. I don't. Let me be more humble. Let me turn my AC back on. Give me a second. There we go. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is my mouse doing? My night's on. Right. We were just talking about my misunderstanding of how, like the Yelp signal on the ACA alerters works, and more specifically, my misunderstanding of using magnetic braking in a motor. I didn't realize that that was only possible in like BLDC motors and not like induction motors, because induction motors can't be used as generators. That's what we were chatting about. And now I'm just scrolling on YouTube. Yeah. Yes, you are correct. So they briefly run the three-phase motor reverse wired to slow it down, but then they disconnect power before it comes to a stop, so the siren itself doesn't reverse. Some of these YouTube recommendations, I swear, are just ridiculous. No, I was not playing a 2001 130. Should we do another round to guess the siren? Alright, fine. We'll do more. Right now I'm currently staring at Amtrak 3501's video of St. Joe County siren number 17, the one at the roundabout at Greater Sweet in Cleveland. One that I posted a picture of recently in my community posts when I drove by, and it was leaning horribly. And according to him, it is now the worst siren, the worst wobbler in the entire county because the mounting bolt is gone. So, wait. Mounting bolt went missing. It might fall. If it gets worse, it might fall. Like, I just need to play this video and not say anything. Like, just that. That is the same siren that I took a picture of and posted in my community post a few days ago. This is the June test. Need I say more? I'm just gonna hit play, and we're gonna watch the oh, that makes me cringe so hard. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we can guess by sound. I just wanted to show that. That's terrifying. And that's near a really, really busy intersection. So if that falls, we might have a situation. If it does fall, I might try to require it. Like, if it does fall and it's irreparable, it might be worth trying to require it. Yeah, I can't believe it hasn't fallen too. Some of these sirens in St. Joe County are ridiculous. That one and that was siren number 17 and siren 24 at the it's like a retirement facility, I think. What hasn't fallen? I just showed a video of a Federal Signal 2001 in my county that wobbled horribly. Here's the start. That pole is vertical. I'm not holding the camera sideways. It is leaning that bad. That's even worse. There you go. So this is... You see the pole is perfectly straight up with the edge of the screen? It leans that bad. That is terrifying. That is like a 15... I don't know. That is like a 10-degree angle. Yeah, this is St. Joe County siren number 17, the one that I posted in my community post just a few days ago. It was a ridiculously wobbly siren. That one and siren number 24 are the two. No, this is not the same one as the super weak siren, where it was just like barely running at all. Okay. Let's do guess the siren. Okay. I'm gonna start with one that I did last time. See if you guys know your stuff. See if I've taught you anything. Okay, here we go. Guess the siren. Hold on, I need to view a message. Oh. So okay. It's not, so there's two sirens in this video. It's not the Model 5T. It is the other one. I should have specified. So it's not the 5T. There's a second siren. It's the high-pitched one. Try and guess that one. Here. I don't know if you guys just might not be able to hear it. I'm going to put this right on the computer. But again, this is a... Okay. So I'll say it one more time. So this recording that I'm playing has two sirens playing at the same time. One of them is a Federal Model 5T. It's a dual-tone 912 port siren. And then there is a second high-pitched one that's what I'm trying to get you guys to guess. So I'm going to hit play again. You're actually getting somewhere. Nope, not an Eric. Yes, it is electric. Not an ATI. It just wound down, so. Not a 2740. It's not. I'll make this easy for you guys. It is a Wheelin of some kind. Take some guesses. This is a Wheelin siren. I'll just hit play again. Ones that look like pancakes stacked on each other? What do you mean? Like the modulator too? That's not. Like I said, this is a Wheelin of some kind. Nope, it's not the Hornet. No, it's not a WS2000. I'm gonna actually hit play again. I'm typing a comment on this video as a reply to someone else, so I had to stop it. Nope, not a 3000. The 3016 is actually a misnomer. They were never called that. Wheelin confirmed it themselves. I don't know what county this is in, but it's located in Pennsylvania, I believe. Yeah, Pennsylvania. Piercer? Do you mean like a piercer? Is that what you're trying to say? It's not. It's not that. This is not a vehicular siren. This is not like a fire truck siren. I'm gonna see if I can find this siren's location. Not a howler. I want to see. I'll give you another hint about the video itself. There is no visual in this video. It's an ambience recording, but it's audio only. If you guys might recognize the video itself. Pennsylvania siren map. I wonder if it's still active. Is it? It might have been. Oh, there's the dot. Oh, there's a picture. Oh yeah, that is messed up. Ugh. It's not in great condition. Oh, hold on. Okay, family member walked in, and it is past midnight, and my parents want me to go to bed, so I'm just gonna show you. It is this very messed up Whelen WS1000 in Tremont, Pennsylvania. It does not work anymore because of dead batteries, but that is what a WS1000 sounds like on its original controller. So, yeah, I need to go to bed, so, yeah, it's a very messed up WS1000. That's what it looks like. I was gonna find it on Google Maps, but I gotta go to bed, so, so, good night, thanks for watching, I'll see you guys in the next stream.